Hello everyone, welcome back to Believer Science Academy, Bengaluru. Today we will discuss few of the queries you have with respect to mains qualifying paper. Right now you are already completed with 4 GS and 1 essay paper and you are left with 4 more. In these 4 more, 2 are the most important, that is optionals, optional paper 1 and 2, and apart from them there are 2 more, those are the qualifying compulsory tests. You might have many doubts. What is this compulsory test? How many marks should we get? What is the pattern and syllabus? All these things will be discussed today. Also, we'll discuss the question paper of previous year, that is 2024 question paper as well. We'll discuss what is the pattern and how difficult is it and how important is it. Okay, so all these questions will be answered in today's session. First, what is UPSC mains compulsory papers? There are 2 papers will be there. One is mandatory English language will be mandatory, and second will be one Indian language from the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. That is, there are 22 languages in Indian Constitution's 8th schedule. So in people from Karnataka, it will be Kannada. So I have chosen as a Kannada to be discussed in this today's video. So here, how many marks you should score? You should score 25% of the marks. That is 75 out of 300 marks to qualify this exam. This qualifying exam is very important, that is, if you do not qualify in this exam, all the remaining mains paper will not be evaluated. All the remaining mains paper are waste of time. So there are people who I personally knew who failed in this particular qualifying exam. So don't completely neglect this and not necessarily don't take it too seriously, but just have an idea. Okay, next, marks of these papers are not counted in the final merit list, but failing them disqualifies you from evaluation of other papers, as I explained you. So first we will have a general discussion, that is, what is the syllabus and pattern of both English and Kannada, or people from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Telugu, or Tamil Nadu, Tamil, Kerala, Malayalam, so on. So most of the times the pattern will be same for all of the people. So I'm just going to give a basic discussion of this one. First is English language paper. In this English language paper, there will be comprehension of a given passages, and you have to answer a few questions on that particular passage. Second will be precise rating. So they will provide you a certain big compensation, and you have to concise it into fewer words, 1 by 3% of the words. Next is usage and vocabulary, that is antonyms, synonyms, all the childhood things which you used to do in the primary schools. And then is you have to write a short essay. These are the things that will be covered in English literature paper, or English language paper, not literature, sorry, English language paper. Then Kannada language paper, or any other Indian language chosen from 8th schedule from the same structure for any other students belonging to other states. So here also there will be comprehension of given passages. Second will be precise rating, and then usage and vocabulary, again antonyms, synonyms, etc. And short essay will be there for here also. And one peculiar thing here is a translation, that is, you have to translate from English to your own language, in this matter Kannada. And also there is one more thing, from Kannada to English. Okay, so essay will be normally of 100 to 120 words, 30 to 50 marks, and translation 2 pages will be there, 30 to 40, 20 to 30 marks each. Comprehension passages, it will be 20 to 40 marks. Precise writing 20 to 40 marks, and grammar or vocabulary, that is correction of sentences, synonyms and antonyms, and fill in the blanks, etc., will cover the rest of the marks. So choose your time wisely, and like you will be able to answer these easily. Even then, don't take it too don't be too negligent about this one, don't be too lazy about this one, take it a bit of a seriously. Okay, next, so key points to remember here is, basically what they want to test here is, they want to test your basic language ability, and they do not want to test your advanced literature. For that they have another optional. For English they have English literature, for Kannada they have Kannada literature optional paper itself. So if they want to test your proficiency or proficiency in your literature, then they would have to go for optionals. Here they will just understand what is your basic language ability. So even candidates with regional medium of study, that is Kannada medium schools, usually clear with a little extra practice, and practicing previous year papers is enough for this one. So today in this video what we will do is, in this particular video we will discuss previous year question of English first, and then we will discuss the previous year question of Kannada. Before that, another idea, that is compulsory paper English paper, just previous year question examples. First will be Essay rating of 100 to 120 words of 100 marks. So previous year examples of last year was technology and youth, globalization and culture, women empowerment in India. Anyway, you will be accustomed to rating essay because it is another paper in GS, so which is obviously about 250 marks. You'll be writing two essays there. Here you have to just write it in a shorter format of 100 to 120 words. There will be rating about 2200 to 1500 words. Here it is just 100 to 120 words. And practice topics, if you want, you can practice. It is also not necessary, like AI and future jobs, democracy and population, climate change in India. These are the recurring topics. Okay. Next, second will be precise rating. So before this, we'll just discuss a previous year question. So this is 2024 question. Like just listen to the instructions here. Please read each of the following instructions carefully before attempting the questions. What are the instructions? All questions are to be attempted, meaning there are no like options. There are no options here. So all the questions have to be attempted. Next is the number of marks carried by each question is indicated against it. Obviously, there will be provided the answers also. Answers must be written in English only. Word limit in questions where you are specified should be added. Any page or portion of the etc. that is not necessary for us. So first of the 2024 was this one. Write an essay about 600 words in on any of the one of the following topics. The topics were paper books are more attractive than their relative formats, and second one was ethics in sports. War is a policy instrument for nations today, and there is no place like home today. So I wrote 2024 mains, and the topic which I chose was ethics in sports. Here I just wanted to try out my like English skills, etc. So I quoted an example of Lionel Messi, where even after getting the foul, he said to a referee not to give the foul here. So that showed his ethics, that showed his morality in sports. So based on that, I provided certain examples of Sachin Tendulkar, etc. So choose whichever is topic is very easy for you. You just have to qualify here, so you don't need to go into deeper, etc. So you don't need to go for philosophical aspects of this essays, etc. All those things are not necessary. Just basic understanding and basic explanation is required. Okay, so first is essay. Now going back to the second one, that is second part will be precise rating, which will carry 60 marks. Very easy. You will be able to score almost 60 marks here. Very easy. That is, for example, there was a passage about Indian agriculture and its challenges. The task here is for you to reduce it to 1/3 length. Reduce it to 1/3 of its length. Meaning, if there are 900 words in that particular passage, you have to write in 300 words. And key thing you have to remember here is count words and target 1/3 of it. No need of personal opinions, only the core meaning. Many people, what they do is when they read the preface or when they read the passage and they try to write the preface, they like get carried away and try to write their own opinions. But it is not necessary here. It is a qualifying paper. Just cut it down into three, like 1/3 part of this. Okay. So here there was a like mad rat race among the nations, etc. So there are some words were there. You are supposed to reduce it to precise ratings. Okay. Next, this is the precise, and then there will be comprehension of 60 marks. So you might have already done this comprehension in CSET. Many people scored good and most people scored less, and that is why they failed CSET and are not writing the mains. Okay, just a pun intended, not like harsh comments or anything here. So here you have to read the passage and answer 4-5 short questions to provide here. So not necessary to do the practice question. Like, see, we will just discuss the previous year question of the passage here. Read carefully the below passage given below and write your answers to the questions that following clear. That British rule in India was a hard relationship of economic and political domination between an imperial power and its colony, something on that line. And the questions were like this. Their questions will be straight out of the passage itself. Like if you just remember any agenda of British rule in India, you will be able to see the agenda word here in the passage and write the answer there. Okay, again, you have to remember in the main paper, you will be provided in one page. If this is one page, within one page there will be space for two questions only. First question, second question, third question, fourth question, and in the final question, half of the page will be provided for you. Write the 5 questions here. Okay, so you have more ample amount of time and also ample amount of space here to write your answers. So like enumerate the agenda of British rule and then comment on the role of British in spreading idea of modern civilization, etc. Explain the statement. Their civilization in their view attained the highest possible level of human existence. Again, here also not necessary to write your opinion and all. The answers will be straightforward, which will be provided in the comprehension or the passage. Just copy from the passage and write it in the answers. Okay, so then is the precise, and after this will be some fun topics, you can say. Those are vocabulary and grammar, that is synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms is nothing but writing the similar words, and antonyms is writing the opposite words, and correct usage of the words and fill in the blanks. We'll just try to check our knowledge in this particular video. So we'll just like, if you're watching the video, just try to answer this along the video only, or like read along with me and try to answer this one. So here, reread the following sentences after making necessary corrections. Do not make unnecessary changes in the original sentence. Meaning you do not have to add any extra words, or you do not have to make complete change to grammar. Just rereading is. Little learning is dangerous thing. So like little learning is a dangerous thing, maybe the proper like appropriate answer here. Then you are requested to kindly grant me leave. You are requested to kindly grant me leave. Here you can write something. You are requested to kindly grant me leave. It is like you are requesting him, so you should not be in a way there you are going to demand them. Instead of that, you have to write in a requesting way. And then, could you please advise me? Here they have provided advised me what I should do. Here, could you please advise me what I should do? So that can be the better appropriate word here, or the sentence here. I envied his success. Like envied his success. Instead of this, envied his success is the proper sentence. If people feel good of coming to work, they will work better. Maybe if people feel good about coming to the work, or people feel good on coming to work, or about, maybe about is the better word here, about to work, they will work better. And then, how terribly sad. Here, so terribly sad can be the better sentence, or you can have your own like sentence here. Spanish is more widely used outside of Europe. So I had a question tag. Is Spanish more widely used outside of Europe? A question mark. He add is here. Next, he played the piano one night in the village hall. Okay, he played the piano a night in the village hall can be the better sentence here. Many men have succumbed to his temptation. Many men have succumbed to their temptation can be the right sentence here. If she gets the right grades, she should go to university. If she gets the right grades, she will go to university, maybe the right answer, right first statement. And then second will be supply the missing words. This will be fun again. Don't walk dash the grass. Don't walk on the grass, maybe the right like word here. I lived in Uttarakhand for dash years. I lived in Uttarakhand for 5 years. Uttarakhand for 5 years. He stood tall, all his friends in the college. He stood tall above all his friends in the college, maybe the right word here. The cat jumped dash well to escape from the dog. The cat jumped into the well, maybe the right one. She walked dash the forest to reach her village. She walked through the forest, maybe the right word here. Okay, just simple things. These are really primary school basic task here. Then use the correct form of the verb given the bracket. 2 plus 2 dash 4 make. So here 2 plus 2 makes 4 should be the right answer. And we need rain. The garden is so dry. So we need rain because the garden has become so dry. Garden has become so dry. Or she dashed with the baby girl last week. She was blessed. Okay, she was blessed could be the, so say they're saying passive voice. So she was blessed with the baby girl last week. And then I just even talk to him. Beer. I just can't even bear to talk to him. Something like that on the way. And just you dash, you just shut up for a minute. Can you just shut up for a minute? Can be the right answer here. Or could you just shut up for a minute? Something like that. And again, antonyms here: optimist, pessimist, galley, something, just, profit, loss, quick, slow. Antonyms. And again, reread the sentences as directed without changing the meaning. You have to remove the two. The mangoes are too cheap to be good. Okay, mangoes are cheap to be too good, or something like that. The French surrendered Quebec to English in 1759. Change the voice. The French surrendered Quebec to English in the 1979-59. So change the voice, like from active to change it to passive voice. Okay, the English surrendered the French into English made French to surrender the Quebec in 1959 can be another way. Mumbai is richer than most of the cities in India. Superlative degree, meaning Mumbai is so much richer, or so like larger or more richer than other cities, something like that. Okay, these are very simple things. he betrayed his country, change the simple sentence like this, and then use the send, make a sentence out of this clearly. Do not change the form of the words. So speculate, something like that. Okay, he speculated, or he's something like that. What is speculate? Like you guess here, something on the line of guessing, something like that. Okay, for example, weather report speculate that today there will be rain. Okay, weather speculation. Inquisitive, meaning every individual has inquisitive nature in his mind or something. And then forbearance and nocturnal. Nocturnal is people who are staying up night. So you can write bats are a nocturnal animal. Ineffectually, something which is not effective. So like that. Then choose the appropriate word to fill in the blanket. Terrorist made it known that the terrorist would be targeting. Terrorist made it known that the tourist would be targeted. Next, I will see you around 6. Next, how much would it cost to relay the laws? It will cost thousands. Next, she was forced to have her baby adopted. Not adopted, adopted. This is adoption talking about. And then my responsibilities were to organize the campaign, coordinate the regional branches, and canvas. This is the canvas. Okay, this is the canvas for volunteers and raise funds. Like similar simple things, and use the following idioms or phrases. Knock off, like, and then bite of more than one can chew, and fair and square by the skin of your teeth. Easier said than done. Knock off is like something where you miss out on something. Bite of more than chew is like taking a task which is too big for you. And fair and square, where it is like match was won by India fair and square, or Australia won the World Cup 2023 fair and square. And then by the skin of your teeth, that is something which is done at the last moment, or something which is taken from like clutches of victory into defeat. Okay, victory into defeat. You can talk about 2024 T20 World Cup. India won the 2024 World Cup against South Africa by the skin of their teeth. Next, easier said than done, meaning like easy to say, but it is difficult to done. Okay, difficult to be done. So these are the simple things. Okay, so what I can tell you is that there is no need for you to worry. No worries, because it is very simple. Just go with the free flow mind and finish up the test as soon as possible, and if possible take some nap in the test exam hall itself. Okay, it will have help you in like taking a break, help you rest also, because in these 5 days I know many of you people might have not slept properly, because there is a bigger bop coming to your mains exam, that is optionals. So I understand the situation, but just finish off this as soon as possible, and then take a nap about some 10-15 minutes. Okay, so this is about English. In the next video we'll discuss about Kannada. Okay, for especially students from Karnataka. So this ends the session for the day. If you like the video, then please hit the like button, comment on it, and also share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind.